As a New Yorker who lives in the Bronx, I am sick and tired of waking up every single day and seeing all the mess that is happening in this country and asking myself, where is the Democratic Party? Hakeem Jeffries is nowhere to be found. Fetterman, Cory Booker, Ricky Torres, all those individuals, they have to go. And listen here, we need to clean house. This coming election, not only do we need to clean house with Republican, but we need to clean house with our own within the Democratic Party. We really need to do that. And I told myself that after the holidays, I will save up. I will make flyers, I will make posters, I will buy myself a bullhorn, and I will go to Hakeem Jeffries' district and I will pass out flyers. I will talk to people. I will shake people's hand. I will set up a booth. I will knock on doors in order to talk about the issues that are important, like affordable housing, Medicare for all, living wages, holding corporations accountable so they pay their fair share in taxes, increasing Social Security and SSDI and SSI and SSDI for our disabled community. Um, because I mean, people cannot afford to keep going this way, to keep living this way. Like, it is just not sustainable. Like, it's not sustainable. People cannot continue to go on living this way, like this. And it makes no sense to me why the Democratic leadership is now out there. You know what? We have no leaders. We have no leader. What am I talking about? The only thing Hakeem Jeffries cares about is going to dinners with rich people and raising money. That's all this man cares about. Is going to dinners with rich people where rich people bring their paycheck or their checkbooks and they pay like 500K, $1 million, 10K per plate in order to donate. Like, that is the only thing this man cares about, is raising money. He's not actually out here leading. He's not out here talking about the issues. He's not out here trying to get people on the Democratic side in order to get the Democratic Party to win the midterm. And let me tell you something, people are not just going to show up and vote for Democrats because Trump is in office. Because at this point, people don't want to go back to the status quo. They don't want to go back to the status quo. They don't want to go back to rich people remaining on top and then we just get a few crumbs from the Democratic leadership, and then they just continue on with what's going on with what they've been doing. It's not going to work. It's not sustainable. We are at a time and place where young people just feel like they're not being heard. Many people feel like neither the Democratic Party nor the Republican Party uh, really is the party for them, really sees them, really cares about helping them. A lot of people feel like neither party gives a dang about them, gives a darn about them. They don't feel that way. And a large majority of it has to do with leadership. Leadership not knowing how to connect with and talk to people, how to just talk to people. And I get it can be scary to get out there and talk to people, but really just talk about the things that people need help with. And that is affordable housing, affordability overall, but affordable housing, healthcare, living wages, holding the rich accountable so they pay their fair share in taxes, lifting millions of people out of poverty, spending and creating more social program, creating more small businesses, stopping the monopoly on everything that corporations have a hold on. Like, how about just talking about those issues, like protecting our environment so our communities stop flooding and getting lit on fire every how like, just talking about those basic things like is not difficult. Like these people seem to be under the impression or think that if they act like Mamdani or like copy his style, that people will just vote for the Democrat. But people voted for Mamdani and are supporting Mamdani because of his policies. His policies. It's as simple as that. His policies. And quite frankly, I feel that now I don't agree with all of Mamdani's policies. I feel that we or maybe I just don't understand some of them, but personally I feel that we should focus on waging war on poverty. And what I mean by that is we put as much money as possible into lifting millions of people, all the American people, out of poverty, waging war on poverty, um, getting people housing, like having people own their own homes, like working towards having people own their own home, no matter what income they have, no matter how much money they have, making sure that people are getting paid a fair wage, making sure that we have Medicare for all for everyone in this country, making sure that we're uh, creating new, innovative, bold transportation and new uh, invention in science and medicine in order to save lives, in order to help people, in order to cure a whole bunch of things to help people out. Like, we need to stop wasting our money in war. Because I guarantee you, a lot of these people who start all these beefs and wars, if a lot of them, none of them will pick up the weapons to go abroad to fight anybody. I guarantee you, none of these rich people or politicians or corporations will pick up their weapons to go out there and fight people. All these wars and beefs that all these old people are, starting, for God's sake, our Congress has turned into a retirement home. It has turned into a house of ignorance, a house of like Boo Boo the Fool. Like, it has turned into a house of fools. There are no leaders. There is nobody that wants to work with each other. There is nobody that actually wants to focus and help the American people. There's like the amount of gaslighting these politicians do. And the thing is, on the Republican side, especially you MAGAs, let me tell you guys something. A lot of you right now have control of everything, yet many of you are still struggling. Many of you still can't afford the basics. So, my question to you is, why don't you just try new progressive leadership? New, young, progressive, bold leaders who will actually not be beholden and not bow down or work for the rich or corporation. How about just giving new people a chance to make a difference? Because a lot of you will get on here and be like, oh, socialism or progressives or woke or. But it's like we've tried everything else. We've had Republicans in office, we've had centrist in office, and then Republican again, and then centrist. The only thing we haven't had in office is a progressive. We have not had a progressive in office as president or controlling all of Congress and the Senate. That is the only thing we have not tried. So, how about just trying that? And if you don't like it, then you can always go back to voting for whatever else you want to vote for. But your life is not getting any better. It has not gotten any better. You still don't own a home. You still can't afford a food. You still can't afford a living wage. Like, you still can't afford the basics. So how about just giving the new generation a try, the new progressive generation a try?